Imagine leaving everything you know behind, embarking on a journey towards an unknown land in the hopes for a better life. This is the reality for many people around the world, including Anna, a vibrant 30-year-old woman who left her home in Brazil to venture into the United States. Anna, like many others, was driven by the quest for greener pastures. She was fueled by the promise of better opportunities, the kind that would enable her to provide a more comfortable life for her loved ones back home. Anna had dreams that were bigger than the confines of her hometown, dreams that led her to pack up her life into a single suitcase and step onto a plane, bound for a country she'd only seen on a map. But the journey was not easy. The moment Anna set foot on American soil, she was met with the harsh realities of immigrant life. She found herself in a world where everything was unfamiliar, the language, the culture, the people, but most pressing was the financial burden that came with starting over in a new land. Finding a job was not as easy as she had hoped. With limited English proficiency and no local work experience, Anna was faced with the daunting task of securing employment in a highly competitive job market. And even when she did find work, it was often low-paying jobs that barely covered her basic needs. Anna also had to grapple with the high cost of living. Rent, groceries, transportation, the expenses were relentless, and they were far more than what she was accustomed to back home. The struggle to keep up with these costs while also trying to send money back home was a constant challenge. But Anna is resilient. She is one of the many faces of immigration, embodying the courage and determination it takes to navigate a foreign land in pursuit of a better life. Anna's story is just one among millions. Each immigrant has their own unique experience, yet many share common struggles. This narrative is a testament to their strength, their resilience, and their unwavering hope for a brighter future. Finding your feet in a new country is tough, but it can be even tougher when you're grappling with financial instability. Let's take a look at the story of Anna, an immigrant who bravely left her homeland in search of a better life. Like many in her shoes, Anna faced a mountain of financial challenges upon her arrival. Firstly, underemployment is a major issue. Despite having a degree and years of experience, Anna found herself working in a job far below her qualification level. This is a common scenario for many immigrants, as their credentials may not be recognized in the new country, or language barriers may prevent them from securing a job in their field. This leads to a situation where they are working more hours for less pay, struggling to make ends meet. Then there's the wage gap. Even when immigrants find work in their field, they often earn less than their native-born counterparts. It's not just about the numbers on the paycheck. Is about the value of their work being recognized and rewarded fairly. This wage gap can make it difficult for them to catch up financially, and it can leave them feeling undervalued and demoralized. Financial literacy, or rather the lack of it, is another hurdle. Navigating the complexities of a new financial system can be daunting. From understanding taxes to managing credit, there's a lot to learn. In Anna's case, she had to start from scratch, learning about financial systems that were completely different from what she was used to. Finally, building a credit history in a new country is no easy task. Without a credit history, everything from renting an apartment to getting a cell phone plan becomes a challenge, and it's a catch-22 situation. You need credit to build credit, but how do you get that initial credit? These challenges can seem insurmountable, but understanding them is the first step towards overcoming them. Getting a job is a major concern for immigrants, but the problem often doesn't stop at securing employment. Imagine you're a highly skilled professional, such as a doctor or engineer who's just moved to a new country. You've taken this step in the hope of finding better opportunities, but instead you find yourself working a job that doesn't match your qualifications. This is the dilemma that many immigrants face: underemployment. Underemployment refers to the situation where individuals are working less than full-time or in jobs that do not utilize their skills and qualifications. It's like fitting a square peg into a round hole. You're there, but it's not a perfect fit. This issue is a stark reality for many immigrants who find their foreign qualifications unrecognized or undervalued in their new country. Then there's the wage gap. Even when immigrants secure jobs, they often earn less than their native-born counterparts. This disparity isn't necessarily a reflection of skills or qualifications, but rather a systemic issue that immigrants face. It's like running a race with a weight strapped to your back. You're putting in the same effort, maybe even more, but you're just not getting as far. Let's take an example. Maria, a nurse from the Philippines, moved to Canada with her family for a better life. Despite her years of experience and a nursing degree, she found herself working as a caregiver, earning much less than what a nurse would earn. This is a classic case of underemployment and wage gap that many immigrants experience. Or consider Ahmed, an IT professional from India. Despite having over 10 years of experience, he had to start from scratch in the United States, often working jobs that didn't match his skills and earning less than his American counterparts. The struggle to find meaningful and well-paying work is a harsh reality for many immigrants. This struggle is not just about making ends meet, but also about dignity, identity, and the sense of purpose that comes from doing work that matches one's skills and passions. It's about a fair shot at the dream that brought them here in the first place. Despite the challenges, immigrants like Anna continue to strive for a better life. It's not a walk in the park, but it's a journey worth taking. The financial struggles that immigrants face are real and daunting, but they're not insurmountable. There are resources and supports available to help navigate these choppy waters. Let's talk about financial literacy programs. These are initiatives designed to equip immigrants with critical knowledge about managing finances in their new country. They cover everything from basic budgeting to understanding taxes and securing loans. Organizations such as the National Coalition for Literacy in the United States or the Financial Literacy Council in Canada provide these services, often free of charge. They understand that knowledge is power, and in this case, financial power. Next, let's look at immigrant-friendly banks. These financial institutions offer services tailored to the needs of newcomers, with multilingual staff, lower fees, and products designed to help build credit history from scratch. They recognize the unique challenges immigrants face and offer solutions that are fair and accessible. Community support networks also play a crucial role in overcoming these financial hurdles. These are groups of individuals or organizations that share experiences, provide advice, and offer practical support. They might help with job hunting, share advice on affordable housing, or even lend a hand during tax season. These networks, often established by immigrants who've walked this path before, are a lifeline for newcomers finding their footing. But the most significant resource, perhaps, is the resilience of the immigrants themselves. It's their grit and determination that fuels the journey, the desire to build a better life not just for themselves, but for their families too. Overcoming financial struggles as an immigrant is like climbing a mountain. It's tough, it's challenging, but the view from the top makes it all worth it. The journey may not be easy, but with resilience and the right support, immigrants can and do find their way to financial stability. From Anna's journey to the countless others, it's clear that financial struggles are a common theme in the immigrant experience. We've unpacked the reality of these struggles, from the wage gap to underemployment. Yet despite the odds, many immigrants find ways to triumph over these challenges. They're resourceful, resilient, and determined to succeed, often turning their struggles into stepping stones.